Get social with us at Trans Radio UK on Twitter and Facebook.
Hit music.
Your radio, your station, playing hits 24 hours a day.
This is my station.
Transradio.co.uk. This is transradio.co.uk.
There you go, you may recognise that song. That was Lauren Harris, I Am a Woman. Now, some of you will remember Lauren as a 10-year-old antique critic and dealer who was on Wogan, Oprah Winfrey and a few other shows, to name but a few. You may then remember her, the younger ones, from Big Brother. She's also brought that single out. She's found love with Bruce, and I'm delighted to say that Lauren is on the line. Hiya, Lauren.
Hello, Lucy. Nice to speak to you, and nice to speak to Trans Radio.
Yes, fabulous to have you online with us tonight. So, yes, so what are you up to now, Lauren? We'll start there. Start with the present.
Well, I'm going to Bournemouth tomorrow to see Brucey, and for till Wednesday, because he goes back to work on Wednesday. And I'm also rehearsing my new pop song, Up-a-Doo, which is going to be out on the 12th of May, singing at Exeter Pride to 5,000 people.
Oh, fabulous. Well, we look forward to getting a copy of that and to be playing it on the 12th
of course
of May
you
as well.
will.
Yeah, fabulous. So, Lauren, obviously, lots of people can remember you from many years ago, and then you reappeared on our TV screens with Big Brother. How was that experience?
Well, I've done more than that. I was on with Lisa Robertson on Jeremy Kyle as well as Big Brother, and I've done other shows. I've been on This Morning with Bruce, of course. That was nice. They were lovely. And I've done a lot of filming that hasn't been seen yet. Yeah, Big Brother was an amazing experience because I think that people just accepted me as a person, a quality. And that was what happened, and that's why it was such a good program, because it was about equality and people seeing the person instead of reading about them and making presumptions. In the Big Brother, they tries to crack you, but he didn't. As I'm a happy person, it just made all the others go a bit mad at the same time.
Oh, well, we thought you'd done brilliant. I mean, you finished third in the Big Brother, so made it all the way through. And as you say,
that was my plan, to skate to the final.
And you done amazing, and obviously lasted all the time. We was watching you every night as well, wasn't it? And yes, I did see your interview on the Jeremy Kyle with Lisa Appleton.
Oh, I know. I put medication in my ice cream. I don't think so. Jesus hell. I mean, there's some things you do in public, and there's some things you do in private, and that's something you certainly don't do in public. That woman, anyway, we don't talk. I like her very much, and I've got a great respect for Lisa Appleton in many regards. But whether we will be working together again, I don't know.
Oh, right, and Brucey, you mentioned Bruce. So
yes,
I saw you on Bruce. I think
he's going to be on soon, isn't he, Bruce?
Yes, Bruce is going to be on next week. We're going to be having a shoot with Bruce next week, which we really look forward to. We did see you on the guy on was it Philip Schofield? Yeah, that's it. With Bruce
this morning.
Yeah, how did that go?
Oh, it was a lovely day. It was lovely, and Bruce looked lovely, and it was just one of my favourite interviews ever.
Oh,
because it was just so lovely, and I made sure that I came out looking like no one had ever seen me before. Because as I'm a pop star now, and I'm changing my style. Amy Winehouse, a blonde Amy Winehouse or Bridget Bardot came on, and I think Harley thought, "Oh my God, I could look like that."
Oh, I think you both looked amazing, and another thing we did notice, everyone watching, you both looked really happy. We
do, and we do, and Bruce is listening right now, and he knows how much I love him, and he knows that, he knows how much I love him, and he knows that we're in a very good place right now.
Oh, well, we look forward to speaking to Bruce, and we do actually wish you both all the very best, and perhaps one day as well we'll get you both online together. Which
I'm
great.
sure.
So you mentioned. Go on, sorry.
I'm sure, yes, but I mean, there's obviously, what I want to do is now the world is changing, But Bruce is helping me with my book, my autobiography, which is going to be called Lauren Harries Priceless, which is basically, you can't buy me, can you? There's only one. And then, so he's going to help me with the book. It could take 6 months, but we'll put it on Amazon and get everybody to read all my goings on. And also, I had a bit of a surprise. I woke up one morning and I saw in the paper, it was the Sunday Sport. And suddenly this man bought a blow-up doll of me, has a shrine of me on the wall, and had sex with me so bad that his penis spoke. So he had to go to emergency A&E, and the doll, which cost £100. I wouldn't mind a few bits of that doll, a few bob of that doll. Thank you very much. Anyway, so I mean, it was just a bit of a surprise to know that the doll burst. But there's a doll, apparently on the dark web. You can buy a Lauren Harries, a Big Brother Lauren Harries, in the same outfit and everything for £100 if anyone's interested. But I just thought it was just a funny story,
Well, yeah,
he just.
Well, when you told me about it, I hunted around and to get the paper to read the story, and as you said,
Yes.
it was hilarious. I mean, lovely.
Well, you have
but,
to take
but,
life. Yeah, you have to take life in a funny way. Otherwise, we all take things so literally and so seriously. Life is for living in the moment.
Well, surely there should be some royalties if they're making dolls of you. Then you should be getting a cut, as you
You're
said.
having a laugh. They have T-shirts of me. They've got jump.
Well, you were saying that the guy was
Texted me, but they're not making not many. I'm not making a penny, Goosey, not a penny. And they've got masks of me. People think when you're a personality in the business that it's all rainbows and sunshine. Well, it's work. It is work at the end of the day, and there's an awful lot of paperwork that goes with it. And I do think people think, well, working, having a 9-to-5 job, automatically assume when you're a personality in the business that it's all, like it comes to you with a golden spoon. But my fans keep me going. My fans keep me going, and my fans keep me on TV, and and it's something I've been doing since I was a child, So I'm not going to stop now. But yeah, I did do that thing with me, so I did get on Jeremy Kyle, but we had 125,000 views on that video, so I had to make people see that Lauren is here and she's not going anywhere.
Good. Yeah, we don't want you to go anywhere. You are a national treasure. So pop star. Lauren Harries, the pop star. How did that come about?
I know. Can you believe it? I do you know what? One time I wanted to hire a hall to sing a song, and I had no money to do it. And now I'm singing to 5,000 people. So Lauren Harries, the pop star. It's forget about Kylie. This song is really, really good, and it's about it's called Apadu. And it's about a woman who is fed up with going out and just having ooh, which I call sex. I call it ooh. I just, she's fed up with, going out on a date and always having, she never seems to have a dinner or a talk or whatever. It always seems, that way. Or she goes on a dating site, and I explain on the day, and that's how the song begins. And it's just ooh. Now, woman can complain about ooh, but the fact is that, we also need a bit of romance. And the song is, hang on a minute, all you want is Apadu, all you want is ooh. And that is really, men think about it every 10 minutes or something or less. So the song is, it's about a woman standing up for herself. And also, it's a good song. It's a dance song. It's 4.5 minutes long. And people will be dancing to that track. And people have been waiting for Apadu to be released for a long time. And they talk the Lauren language now. It's ooh for sex and Apadu for anything that you don't like in your day. Like you could spill a cup of tea, which I do often.
Right, and that's out the 12th of May. I can't wait to hear that. Obviously, your first single that tells a story, so it's nice to actually get a bit of background about the new single that you've got coming out as well. Now you're releasing that at Cardiff Pride. Tell us about Cardiff Pride, when that's on.
Oh, it's
when
not
people
Cardiff
can see
Pride.
you.
It's Exeter Pride.
Oh, beg your
Cardiff
pardon?
Pride don't want me. They just don't seem to want. They just don't seem to want. You think in your hometown that they'd be supportive and that they put you on Pride Cymru and you'd sing in the thing. You'd sing on the main stage. But unfortunately, it's not like that. There are too many There's too many people who are on the committee to make the decisions. So to get on any Pride, you should have a round of applause. Because it's difficult to get on any Pride because of the committees. There's so many people. But yeah, it will be released on that day.
On the 12th,
and by that time, we'll have it released for people to buy on iTunes and everything. And it's just a song just to dance to and to have fun with. But it's the first actual pop song I've ever done. I'm a Woman was an inspiration from many diaries that I've written. And it is also the only transgender song in the whole world. It's the only song that tells people what it's like in a song.
Oh, that's brilliant. Well, Cardiff Pride are missing a trick, especially as it is your hometown. So
Thank
sorry,
you, Lucy.
yeah.
I think so too. But tell that to the committee. They've ignored me for 6 months, so I had to put some things on Twitter for them to give me, or email them to give me, to my agent did, to get some attention. But no, I don't. And then there's the Wow Bar, which isn't very far, and it's almost like going into a very cliquey amateur dramatics class. That's what it reminds me of, because I've done drama. I went to studied drama for 3 years. So, that's what it's like. But with Exeter, though, it's a huge crowd. Everybody's going to get a disc of the song. And me and Brucey are going to be taking a photograph and actually making the photo of the disc cover ourselves. So, yes, we are doing a lot of things together now.
Well, that's absolutely fab. So Exeter Pride, and the release of the song is on the 12th. So what's next after that for you?
Well, I've got Dublin. I'm going to Dublin as well, and also we're in talks with the Dublin Television. The Late Late Show, because as I'm there anyway, and I went on the Late Late Show as a child, so that'd be nice to do a show in Ireland. And of course, there's so many other things that are always ongoing. Or you have nuts ringing up, like I said. All right, babes, I'm ringing up because I wanted to know if you'd like to go on Celebrity Catchphrase. It's on ITV. And I thought, this sounds really nice. ITV, babes, yeah, do you really want to go on at Celebrity Catchphrase? Do you really, really want to go on it? Because I had somebody who used to say, could you wear 22 bikinis, please, babes? Because I'm going to be doing a lot of stand-up as well. I'm going to be going to Spain, and all that. But basically, he rang up at 10 o'clock at night and said, do you want to go on Catchphrase? It'd be wonderful, wouldn't it? We wanted you to go on. It was just... And they find out that they're just fans and they're just saying these things, and they find a number from God knows where. And then you have emails from people who say they're television people and they're not. So it's like, you need to get a telephone number, email address and everything these days to find out who's kosher. But yeah, there's lots of things going on. And, and also, there's, my relationship with Bruce, of course, my family, we're trying to sell the house. I'm a painter as well, and also, and I love television, and it's something that I do, and it's something that you've got to be very patient about. And I get a lot of work. I always get work, but what it's going to be now, it's going to be a lot of club work. Be singing my single. We're doing a video, and it's for the BFA, British BFA. The British Film Institute, that's right. Because I'm a Woman was on there first, so this is going to be a new video for that. So I'll be filming the video. So that'll be, with Bruce will be in the video. So that'll be sort of very, that'll be good. because I didn't like all dressed up anyway. It was, I didn't like it. We were producing it ourselves. And so, here goes for the number one, because nobody's heard it yet. And of course, there's the outfit I'm wearing, which is a secret, but it's absolutely, it is the business. There is no business like show business. And I wouldn't let any of my children or anybody go into this business, because it is not the business to be in if you're thinking of getting in there, especially now.
Well, you've certainly been on the TV and on the screen and, the radio for, well, as long as I can remember.
38 years now.
We love you. I think the stand-up comedy act you just be such a natural at that. I think that would be absolutely amazing.
Stand-up comedy. Yeah. Well, all right, babes. Yeah, but no, this is what it was like in Spain. This is the truth. You go to Spain. You're not there on holiday. You're there to have shoots. You're supposed to have bikinis, right? Now you're giving him 50 quid to rent the apartment, which you didn't know about. It's got 50 quid left. This is why we mentioned Jeremy Kyle. So I've got 50 quid left. All right, babes. Do you mind, babes? You could get 22 bikinis, because I need 22 different looks if you're going in the sea with Lisa. And then I need you to fall off a rock when I tell you. Is that right, babes? And then I want you to work out, is there any 10-year-old bikinis, babes? Because I think you are small enough to wear them. Oh my God, babes, when you run out of money, what are we going to do, babes? I mean, this is just, my average day.
Oh, I love it. Now I've got to ask. Years and years ago, you was in the doing the antiques.
That never leaves you. Never leaves you. The antiques, no.
Okay, so you're still involved and actively buying and selling a little bit?
No, I buy clothes now, and I buy jewellery.
Right, okay.
Instead of men, I used to go and buy jewellery. After every show, instead of going to a gin and tea or something, I go and I buy myself a piece of gold. I see you can't rely on men, but you can rely on a diamond ring. So that's how I used to feel. So I used to just collect jewellery. And that's how I got still interested in the antiques, but I changed it around to jewellery. And also all antiques like Staffordshire and Royal Doulton and all those, they've gone down in value. I used to have my own my own segment on this morning called Lauren's Loot, and with Eamon and Ruth, which I've told this morning I don't work with anymore, except Philip and Holly. Yeah. I have my own reasons for that, but I won't mention them. But the fact is, I said I won't work with Ruth and Eamon. Only Holly and Philip, because so people do have Philip obviously thought I was going to strip off or something. I think he's still frightened when I went. Think he's still frightened of that, But that happened because I was fed up with the bloody doctor who was trying to tell me how transgender women feel, and I don't feel like I don't like labels. I think LGBT is something that people done, but in the end, we're going to have a whole alphabet to carry on. I feel that I am a woman. I believe that a spirit took me over suddenly, and I had this sudden feeling that I couldn't live in any other way, and it was like living in a burning building. And I had to get out, and that is how it feels to be trapped in the wrong body. And I don't think that, Caitlyn Jenner or anybody or Kelly Maloney has actually said anything about that. And in my book, everything will be in there. And it will also describe the operation and what it entails. I'm not embarrassed or ashamed of it. I want people to read that book like a Bible for the transgendered community, for transgendered women, so that people know what happens and what happens to your body. Because anatomically, you are a woman in every way. You just can't have children. That is something I gave up when I was younger, because I wanted to. Because I had no choice. It was either be a woman or give up children. So I gave up children.
No, and that is one of the things that we have to look for. And obviously, with the science and what have you, not nowadays. I'm sure it won't be.
Well,
be
actually,
too long
in America, they put a womb in and they put a baby in, but the baby didn't stick properly. So it's all happening now. And I mean, I was watching a program called A&E on Netflix, or no, on Drama, and the way they to describe women who were going through all the changes and things was disgusting. So, there's no transphobia on television at the moment. I think the only thing about the only problem with transphobia is the fact that there is such a word in the first place. And also, I think that transgender is another word. It's a name of some kind. We're not born with names, we're given them. Why aren't we born and that we choose what we want to be and what we want to be called? Because the fact is that, I think people can see the pictures of me that know that I'm a woman in every way. And I don't think it's fair that we have labels still. And they think, oh, we'll have LGBT tea parties, or no, it doesn't. Life is, I haven't had any support for my transition, which was 22 years ago, and all I had was the Yellow Pages and a phone. I had no support at all. I always, and even in my hometown, they don't want me to sing here in Cardiff. I don't know. I had no support with my transition, so I want to be there for people, and I want them to know that they can go on Twitter, they can go on Instagram, but they must be confident enough to tell me how they feel, and I'll talk to them, because it's something you trap in your body and you don't want to talk about because you haven't got the confidence. It's all about confidence and not giving a crap about what people think. And I think working with Pete Burns does that, I'm going to be doing legs and shares on Instagram. Instagram is my new thing, which I love, and people do watch it. I'm going to be doing Pete Burns because he was a very great friend of mine, and you couldn't get the words in edgeways. It was either F that or he'd say she looks like she's just come out of the womb. He was funny, and he was very, very, very quick with his answers, and it taught me a lot. I mean, I think I got one word in edgeways with Pete, but every time after Emma Willis, I went talking, or we were in a break, he'd go out, I'm going out and having a fucking fag. So we'd go downstairs and have a cigarette, and then he'd come back upstairs, and then he'd go back downstairs. It was freezing cold, and his boyfriend was saying, please, Pete, don't film, or I'll leave you. This is the sort of thing. And he had a room which was twice the size of my room I'm in now. He didn't give a crap. And he made sure he got the terms that he needed and he deserved. And I learned a lot from him. And I know that he's still with us in spirit. And he's definitely still with me.
I know, definitely. I hope he's resting in peace. You've mentioned the book, Lauren. I think that will be absolutely a fabulous read. You say you're writing at the moment. Any ideas as to when we can actually be able to purchase it and it's going to be published?
Well, Bruce is actually is a writer, and he's a very good writer, and he's written the introduction, and I've also written an awful lot online on the computer. So we're putting it together. It will be on Amazon first of all, so people can all have a butcher's on Amazon, and then it'll go to hardback. But it'll be out for Christmas. It's going to be out for Christmas. All books out for Christmas, and it's Lauren Harries Priceless. That is the name at the moment. We might change the name. But at the moment, it's that. And yeah, it is. I mean, people still don't realise that I had an affair with Russell Brand. They still say it's not true. If Russell tries to sue me, then that'll be an interesting situation to be in. He's already rung me a few times and tried to trick me and, and get me on his radio show and all sorts of things. He's, if his mother doesn't approve, then he doesn't say yes to things. But I've had a lot of stick from the fact that, and it was very upsetting to hear that he denied us being together. And my love life has been a very rocky boat, and I think now I'm setting sail. But with regards to that, he did, if he does try to sue me in the book, then who cares? It'll only make the book more popular.
Yeah, and everything for a reason. You got Bruce now, and you're happy. You got a single coming out, a book coming out. Well,
thanks to Bruce, yes, because he's got the inspiration, that I needed. You can't do everything on your own, and the fact is that he takes charge of situations, and he's got the energy to write it, and etc. So, and the nice thing about it as well is you can put it on Amazon. You don't have to wait for a publisher anymore. We've gone past that now. You can tell your story, and then people will be so, because it'll obviously have to be 2 parts. Then, 40 years of my whole life, from all the people that I've met, like Katie Price, Amy Winehouse, Alan Carr, Emma Willis, Rylan, all of these people that nobody knows about. Nobody knows what they're like to work with. Nobody knows what they're like personally. I know nobody knows what it's like to stay in a house for 3 weeks and to constantly be told where to sit, where to be in that house, it will be, and it'll also be on a personal level as well, what I was going through at the time, and the fact that I nearly died, and the fact that I had 2 suicide overdoses beforehand, and the only reason that I lived was because I wanted to live for the people around me. And that is the only reason that I didn't die, because I wanted the people around me. I didn't want to hurt them, because I just couldn't handle my life at that stage. And I think everybody feels that way. And it's only a moment. It's only a moment in your thought, and it changes so quickly. But it's when you see the people you've hurt around you after an experience like that, and you think, hang on a minute, I can't do this anymore. And I made that decision. I'm very random. I'll go from one subject to the next. But I can't do that to them anymore. And there obviously are people around, who feel that way every day, and they're not alone. But you do find when you find yourself, that is the thing with gender. It's finding who you are completely. It's finding out who you are yourself, for yourself, nobody else. And I had to find out who I was, and it takes time. And it takes time to be confident with your body. It takes time to make the body that you wanted, because I made my body, and on the 12th of May, everybody's going to see it. But everybody sees it anyway. But you make your figure, and and it's all about exercise. That's why they call me the Welsh Marilyn, Lucy, you see.
Well, totally understand why. I mean, the inspiring story, and I, for one, really, really am looking forward to reading your book and to hearing your new single. And obviously, we're speaking to Bruce next week, which will be. Thank you for giving me so much time, Lucy, and have a lovely night. No, it's been absolutely amazing. So we look forward to speaking to Bruce. We look forward to hopefully getting both of you guys back on the station as well together to have a chat and see where you're going. I'm sure Bruce would love that. Well, we'd like to speak to you anyway, so as well, definitely around the 12th when you do your stint at Exeter Pride. That would be fab if we can get you back on then. Yes, well, I'll make sure I do, and I've got lots of club gigs lined up to sing that song as well. So yes, of course. By that time, everybody will hear Upperdoo. At the moment, though, it's all wrapped up, and nobody can hear it till the 12th of May. So wait until then, everybody, and then it will be on iTunes, and people can buy it. Oh, we really look forward to it. And finally, Lauren, just let everyone know how they can follow you on Twitter and Instagram. Well, I'm on Lauren Harries Official on Instagram. And you just have to type in Lauren Harries on Google, and you'll get me. You'll get me. I don't think there are any copies. There are a few people who pretend to be me, but on Twitter, it's quite easy to find me. What is it, Lauren Harries Official? Just type in Lauren Harries, and you'll come. Twitter will come straight away. But Instagram is Lauren Harries Official. And there's always something wild and funny going on. And, what we want to do is we want to go on my Instagram and not Celebrity Juice, because my Instagram is much, much funnier. There you go. You've heard it first. Right, Lauren, been absolutely amazing to speak to you. Really open and honest. Really enjoyed it. Lucy. Cannot wait to get you back on again. Really hope that Exeter Pride goes really well. Really looking forward to the new single. I know it will. I've already got the outfit ready and everything, and all I need now is I've got a great support with my family. I'm very lucky, and obviously I've got Bruce's support as well. And and it's nice to have somebody who looks after you and can help you with things like that.
You know, and it's got, you know, sometimes you could feel it in your gut with the song, and this song is going to be a number one. And I don't think anyone's going to ever forget the words "up to or Uriel" again. And thank you very much, Lucy, for having me on the show.
It's been a total pleasure.
I'm sure me and Brucey will love to come on, and Bruce will come on in his own, and I'll come on with Brucey. He wouldn't mind that at all. Maybe when when I'm in Bournemouth. But yes, it's been lovely speaking to you, Lucy, and I look forward to coming on to your show again.
Yeah, thank you, Lauren. Can't wait to speak to you again. Thank you so much for your time.
All right,
have a great weekend.
That's my pleasure, Lauren. Lucy. Bye bye.
All right, see you. Take care. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
There you go, ladies and gents. Lauren Harris, how fabulous was that? Great interview, really open, really honest, and we can't wait to have her back on here again.
This is transradio.co.uk.